Hi, this is Ian Westerman, head pro at EssentialTennis.com, where it's my mission to bring passionate instruction to passionate players, just like you. Welcome to the second video in this quick series that I'm doing on how to watch the ball in tennis. In the first video, I talked about and really just kind of described the process of what your eyes should be doing during different points in a tennis point as the ball is going back and forth, what you should be focusing on and when. In this video, I'm going to show you by far my favorite drill to help tennis players actually experience what it should be like to focus exclusively on the ball as it's coming in towards contact. Let me tell you what I've set up here. I've got a ball machine set to feed me a forehand volley. I'm a left-handed player, so for me, out to my left here is a forehand volley that's going to come in right around the single sideline or so. So I'm on one far side of the court. I'm on the far left side of the court. Over all the way across from me in the opposite doubles alley is a basket. That's my target. So what I've set up here is a situation where I'm making contact, I'm meeting the ball on the left side of my body, on the far left side of the court, and my target is all the way over on the far right side of the court. So what is unbelievably common in a situation like this, and literally infinitely other situations, is tennis players will go to meet the ball, they'll get impatient and curious and want to either look up at their opponents. Maybe you're playing doubles here and you've got an opponent in the middle of the service box over on the ad side, over on the other side. They'll want to look at their opponent, see what their opponent is doing, or they're just about ready to hit the ball and they'll quick look over to see what their shot is about to do. Well, a concept that for me is important to understand is whether you look or not, your shot is going to go where it's going to go. Okay? Whether or not you're watching the ball is still going to travel to the same place. What will alter the flight of your shot is if you don't make a clean contact. If you go out to hit this ball and you shank it and it falls into the net, yes, that affects your shot. If you hit it cleanly, whether or not you're looking and watching has zero bearing on where the ball goes. So that just tells me that our focus needs to be exclusively on the ball, tracking the ball as it's coming into our racket and focusing on the point of contact intently so that we're sure that we meet the ball cleanly. So my goal here in this drill is to hit this forehand volley and leave my head, leave my face, my eyes fixed on the point of contact and allow the ball to come off my strings and go where it's going to go without actually turning and shifting my focused vision. We talked in the first video, it's only like 8% of our total field of vision over to where the ball is going to go. Okay? So it looks something like this. And I'm just going to leave my eyes there at the point of contact. I'm not going to look at where the ball is going to go. Now, it's incredibly funny to me as I have students replicate this in the past when I've taught on the court a lot. I'll tell people, very explicitly, okay, I'm going to feed you a forehand volley. That's your target. I want you to hit the ball and leave your eyes on contact. And I'll explain it, very, very clearly. And they'll say, okay, yep, And then I feed the ball to them. And the very first shot, they go, and I tell them, do not move your head, do not move your eyes, just focus on the point of contact. And they do this on the very first shot because the vast majority of players have very low discipline for actually tracking the ball and watching the ball hit their strings. And you probably didn't hear it or pick up on it, but I mishit both those last two shots. They were still good shots, but had I mishit them by like a half an inch more, I would have started to get into an area where I'd be shanking the shot and definitely not hitting where I want it to go. So set this up with a ball machine or with a friend, a feeding partner or maybe a coach, and practice this. And what's really cool is starting to get an awareness of, you'll start to know where the ball is going. Like I know that was short. I actually mishit that a little bit. Start to test yourself. That was nice and clean. I know by the feel and my peripheral vision, it was off to the left a bit. Ooh, that was pretty close. A little bit to the right, I think, but about the right depth. And so based on your feel, and you'll see the ball with your peripheral vision go off to the side. And so you'll have a very good sense of where the ball is going. what's really cool about this is you don't need to physically turn and look in order to know where the ball is going. So ideally, the habit that you want to build is to have the ability, whether you're, and this is just an example at the net. You could set up the same kind of scenario at the baseline as well. From up here, we really just kind of are able to exaggerate an angle to really kind of set this up in a kind of a cool, fun way. Your goal, whether it be in a drill like this or ultimately in a match, is to, on every shot, track the ball in intently, focus on it, make sure that you hit the cleanest shot possible, because when you hit off center, the quality of your shot will decrease, the accuracy will decrease. Nothing is as good when you don't hit the ball cleanly. So use this drill. I hope you have some fun with it. Start to improve your ability to really track the ball and focus on the point of contact instead of looking up and being curious about what else is going on. I hope that this serves you and really helps you improve the level of your play all around the court for every shot that you hit. If you've enjoyed this video series, do me a favor and click like if you're watching on YouTube. Also be sure to subscribe to the Essential Tennis YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on future videos that we're constantly publishing. If you have any comments, questions, or thoughts, leave those in the comments down below. With that, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate your time and your attention. Take care and good luck with your tennis.